Hey y'all, today haven't had them on in a while, but very excited, rocking, for those of you watching, they're rocking the 76ers, they called it the Jalen Hurts Sixers, the AI Sixers hat. It's Alexa Ross from Fox 59 out in Indy, but she is from the Villanova area. Am I getting this right finally?
No, absolutely not. I am not a mainline girl. I resent that. No, I am a Montgomery County girl. I am not. I am a Monco girl. I am not a Villanova girl. I want everyone to know that. Also, the reason why I called it the Jalen Hurts Sixers hat is because it's the Sixers Eagles combo hat that he wore.
Oh, I didn't see it.
Yeah,
I didn't see
So
that.
it has, like,
with the
eagle,
shooting,
yeah, the shooting eagle coming out of the AI Sixers 7. So yeah, no, like Jalen Hurts has this hat. So like we're rocking it today in honor of our boy, and I'm excited.
It's very exciting. I mean, you couldn't have convinced me that the Eagles were going to the Super Bowl this year. I mean, I feel like I'm not a Negadelphian, but there's no way if you would have told me at the beginning of the season, like, oh yeah, Jalen Hurts is going to be close to, MVP status, if not for missing a couple games, and the Eagles are going to the Super Bowl and they'll be favored.
I'm still nauseous about it. Like, I'm still super nervous. Like, I am not.
I knew it.
Like,
I knew it.
Not that I don't feel good about it. I don't feel great about it. I'm not like, yes, this is happening. Like, I feel exactly the same way I did 5 years ago. Like,
Not me.
I feel exactly the same. That team, I know that it was just like lightning in a bottle, and it was beautiful and it was perfect and all of that. But this just feels, I don't know, this feels different, and I'm still nervous about it.
I'm nervous that I'm not nervous, if that makes sense at all for the listeners. Because
Totally makes sense. Yeah.
Like, I'm like, why do I, like, in my mind, if I'm being completely honest, I think there's like a 5% chance the Eagles lose this game. Now that's a little like ridiculous, but that's my confidence level. Like, the birds are about to fly. If the Eagles lose, it's going to be because Mahomes has some like insane performance where he throws like 6 touchdowns and 3 of them are like no look.
Very possible. Like, let's not pretend like that's not possible, because it's very, very, very possible. Or he can have a game like he played against the Colts, in which he couldn't do a thing.
What was up with that? Since you got to be like what the hell happened that day? Because I didn't get to watch that one.
The Colts didn't win that game. The Chiefs lost that game, is the best way I can describe it. I mean, like,
okay.
the Colts just had so many lucky breaks because of calls and stuff like that. And like, I mean, whatever. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. It's just a whole thing. And I have to laugh because the Colts also should have beaten the Eagles this season.
They should have.
That one score, that
they
one
should have beaten
game.
the Eagles.
So this could have.
They were the better team on that field for over 59 minutes of that game.
Correct. Yes. Which was wild to me. I mean, I had a great time. First of all, I had fun. I was gonna have,
because your fam was in town and all that, right?
Yeah, and I have friends in town. Like, I was gonna have a great day. Like, it didn't matter.
Yeah.
It literally didn't matter.
That's dope.
But no, I mean, but it could have just been like a Super Bowl of 2 teams who the Colts beat.
Absolutely.
Which would have been wild. Would have been insane. But that's not what we're talking about right now. I need to not think about that deeply unserious football team right now.
Well, I mean, they'll be back, and maybe they'll be a little bit more serious.
They gotta hire a coach.
Go ahead.
First. They gotta hire a coach first. Like, I have tickets booked home for a what. I'm not even gonna say the word because I just refuse to say
I said the word last time, so let me not do it.
I'm not gonna say the word.
I did it in the fall, so I'm not gonna say the word.
But it begins with a P. That word.
Don't go any further, Alexa.
I have plane tickets booked home, and I actually changed it to be a shorter period of time in case the Colts hire their coach.
Oh, and you got to be on the ground to report on it. Yeah.
Damn. Like, I can have my actual days off, which will be good because I assume the P thing will happen Wednesday or Thursday. So I'm good. But I was just like, oh, I'll fly in on Tuesday. It'll be great. And then I was like, oh, these idiots are going to hire their coach on Tuesday. Like, that's what's going to happen. And like, I have to be here. Like, I cannot
a good
not
point.
be there. But
Good thinking.
yeah,
You're right. You're right.
Just gotta.
So we brought up the other team. Well, the other team that isn't an utter disappointment in the city, the Phillies. What's the vibe check? I know you said you're nervous about the Eagles, but is it nervous like Phil's dancing on my own nervous, or just more confident than that?
Phil's dancing on my own nervous just felt different. I don't know. I think it was because the team got so hot at the right time that I was feeling like, oh my God, this could be like something really, really special.
That was 17. It felt like 17.
Yes. Yeah. Absolutely. That's what that felt like. This just feels totally different. Yeah.
Okay.
Which I can't even explain. But I think if you're watching and you're listening to us talk about this, you kind of have some kind, like, I don't have to rationalize it. You get it.
Yes. Absolutely. No question. No question. You're always, I mean, I wouldn't put you in the category of Negadelphian. You're cautiously optimistic.
I am.
There are real Negadelphians.
People have, there's a columnist in the city, and you know how sports columnists are. But he was like, I'm really impressed by how well you're keeping it together right now. And I was like, I'm not keeping it together. Like, I really appreciate you saying that. I'm not keeping it together, actually, at all.
So I think I heard bad news that you're going to be in town for the game, though.
I'll be here. I will be in Indianapolis. So.
Oh, you'll be in Indy. Oh, okay.
Oh, no. I'm flying home.
You're not going to be at the Super Bowl, though. You won't be in town because you did go for when the Phils got no hit, and I don't know if I could encourage that.
Don't do that to me. Don't do me like that. Don't do me like that. That was just the Phillies. No, I'm not going to be in the state of Arizona.
There we go. Great. Ching.
I'm not going to be in the state of Arizona.
Stay away. I'm sorry.
People keep saying, like, oh, you have to do exactly what you did in 17. And I was like, okay, so fly me out to South Korea then. Like,
what do you? Wow, you were in South Korea watching the Super Bowl?
And I was like, a 10-hour drive, 15-hour flight, same difference. It doesn't matter. I'm not in Philly.
Wow.
But my coworkers are, I can't, like, I can't be around them. I told them, I was like, I'm not watching this game at work. Sorry. I was like, bye. No.
So my buddy over at Philly Voice, Etan Shander, talked about that this could be, not to get too out of the head of ourselves, but this could be one of the first of this iteration of the Eagles, like, appearances in the Super Bowl. Are you feeling that at all? Or are you just like, let's just get this first one and then we can talk about that later?
Yeah, I really don't like putting the cart ahead of the horse here. And I also think that a lot of that will have to do with who returns on this team, specifically in terms of people retiring. Because I do feel like this could be a last hurrah for some people. But it is a hope. Like, of course, obviously that's what you want. Like, you want to start a dynasty and have your empire and just kind of be able to run it back. But at the end of the day, I would just like to get through Sunday.
Yeah. You're making me nervous, Alexa, as always.
I'm always, listen, I was white knuckling a bottle of ginger ale during 17. So, like, fully, like I couldn't. Like, I couldn't do it. So for me, I just feel like I can't say one thing one way or another. Like, they are the better team going into this game. I know that. But I also know that Mahomes magic exists. So I'm not going to, will anything into the universe that could be,
make you feel like you like you're the reason that it didn't happen because you were
because everybody's been giving me a whole crack of what, because I was there when they got no hit. So
appropriately.
Totally. Listen, people are like, oh, you get to see history, right? No, I wanted to see my team score a single run.
What the hell kind of history is that?
The first time that's just gotten no hit in the World Series.
What the hell? I mean, seriously,
God,
that's an insult. Oh, you got to see history.
Shut the hell up. Like, I don't know. No.
I can't believe somebody told you that. Oh,
so many people have told me that. This isn't even just like one person. This is like a lot of people.
That's cruel. That's cruel.
Moving on. I can't talk about the Phillies anymore.
So the Eagles have 2 first-round picks to try to make this team. They'll have the 10th overall pick and either 31 or 32nd. You know, getting into the players, it's always, you know, and then with Howie, the way he likes to move around, it's always hard to do that. So I'm not going to try to get into that. But position groups, I mean, what do you hope or expect to happen here with those?
I think it also depends on if and who retires. You know, like if this is Jason Kelce's last game, I think there's a lot of, you know, the ability to move guys into the center is huge. But if you can take the best offensive lineman off the board just to fill a hole, because Jalen Hurts is famously, you know, not the largest man on the field by any means.
Yes.
I think that like your first pick has to be an offensive lineman if Jason Kelce retires. Like, no, if
you don't trust Cam Jurgens, you don't trust him yet.
No. I think that I can in time, but like I just don't think that I would prefer to have a depth on the line, because you saw how bad that offensive line was when there was no depth. Like you cannot have that
happen. Carson.
Yes, you cannot have that happen again. Like you really could have pulled people off the street who were better offensive linemen than whatever was going on around him.
Or like the guy who got you know, the charges this week. Like this guy Josh Sills, he's terrible. I mean, like
go to prison. Bye. See ya.
He's not only terrible in that way, but like, damn, like he's actually not good at football. Like on Madden, I looked at it. The brother has got a 60 overall. Like, why are you in the
league? Yeah, no, thank you. Absolutely.
Like those type of guys, we not only for the physically assaulting people, never acceptable ever.
Yeah.
Also, just not being a good football player. I mean, it's professional football, buddy. I mean, 60. Like it's not a passing grade.
No, that's you fail out of school for that. Like you don't C's get degrees. That's on a C. That's less than a C. So bye. Have fun in jail. Like goodbye. See ya. You're an assailant and you're bad at football. Peace. We don't need you. Like also, I do think that secondary depth would be helpful. Just just in terms of how much longer is Slay gonna play? Like this, and none of it is like necessarily for like right now. I'm thinking future.
Yeah, 2 years, 3 years.
Yeah, like think about it further down the road, because you don't know when guys are just gonna be like, you know what, time for me to hang it up. I'm done. So
absolutely. All right, let's get into the game again that you're extremely nervous about, and you're going to make the listeners all nervous, but that's cool because you're already speaking to their spirits on this.
Listen, I know I'm not the only person who's nervous about this. Like, let's just pretend like
facts.
Don't act like I am the only person who is nervous about this.
Facts. That's what I'm saying. That's why I know to bring you on, because you speak to, I would say most fans are actually in your camp. I would say generally, or more so, like I would say 60-70% of people are like white knuckling this thing.
I mean, I cried when the clock hit 0, like after the NFC Championship.
Who didn't?
I was like, oh my God, they're going to the Super Bowl again, crying. And then I was like, oh my God, I don't want to see the Chiefs or the Bengals in a Super Bowl. I was like, oh no. I do think the Chiefs are the path of least resistance, though. I do think that is the easier of the two. I was
so scared of Burrow. Weirdly, I was more scared of Burrow than Mahomes, which is like nuts to say.
Oh no, I was the same way. I'm more scared of the Bengals, even with their broken offensive line that does not exist right now. Like I am more scared of that team than I am Patrick Mahomes throwing to like randos off the street.
Exactly. Like Juju, I just can't see Juju and Kadarius Toney cooking these guys. I mean, they can get a play or two, but they're not going to be able to sustain, sustainably. And Pacheco's not there yet to really.
Well, you know who is going to cook? Travis Kelce is going to cook. Travis Kelce is probably going to make some history, honestly.
15 catches.
I think, yeah. Like, I think he's going to go for the catch for probably 3 touchdowns. Like, I think we could get a 3-touchdown game out of Travis Kelce. Really. Like, and because he's doing it for Ed and Donna. And I don't blame him for wanting to put on a show for Ed and Donna, because the Kelce Bowl is a real thing. And we all have to embrace it and accept it.
It's so cool. I mean, they're two just great guys. I mean, the
best.
story about how Kelce, vouched for Travis and
Yeah,
told
Jason.
Travis to get his
Yeah,
shit together, and
yeah. Travis pulling it together. Andy Reid. Did you hear the story about Andy Reid when he got drafted?
calling him and tell him to get it together.
He called and he's like, "Let me talk to your brother."
Mm-hmm.
And he was like, "Jason, is he gonna fuck this up?"
Yeah.
And Jason was like, "I swear to God, he won't. Like,
Yes.
he will be everything you need him to be. He will be early. All this stuff." And then
Because this is directly the context of this is like not too long after the Aaron Hernandez nonsense where he's killing people. And the end of that story is they believe that Aaron Hernandez actually killed more than just the Devin, his buddy, his friend, his fiance's sister's friend.
Yeah.
Aaron Hernandez actually killed more people.
Well, and I think, for somebody to get kicked out of school or lose their scholarship because
Yeah.
of something like weed, which is like such like a
dumb.
Yeah, which is just like you're getting drug tested in college. It's dumb, which Travis has gone on the record and been like, yeah, I was an idiot. Like, I shouldn't have done that.
It's dumb law, but if your job is to be able to get a clean piss test, that's just how that works. Don't take the job.
And he was like, like at the time, obviously, like now it would probably be handled differently, but
absolutely.
Then was, this was a very long time ago. But to have Andy, be like, hey, I trust your brother and I'm going to give you this chance. And now to see what he's been able to do. It's just really cool. Like the whole thing is really cool. And I'm happy for Ed and Donna. And Donna has said she can't lose, but one of her kids will.
Yeah. And they'll be wearing red.
I hope so. You're not to God's ears, man. Will that into existence. Manifest, baby.
I'm going to send you the clip of this after when it happens. So first team to score, Alexa.
Eagles.
Touchdown or field goal?
Touchdown.
Jalen Hurts rushing touchdown?
I think AJ Brown receiving touchdown.
I like it. They kick or receive?
I think they will receive. I don't think they're going to win the toss, unfortunately. But if you can get a game-opening drive, which they have pulled together great game-opening drives.
Beautiful, man. Beautiful. Game's leading rusher.
See, I want to say Jalen. Like, I want to say that Jalen is going to be this game's leading rusher. Because my dude can just...
He's ridiculously good.
Yeah. Like, I would like to will that into existence. So I'm going to will that into existence. I'm just going to speak that one into existence. Do I believe it? No. Do I think that it's a possibility? Absolutely.
All right. So this is your dream one. What's the real one? I got to get a real one for you. One that you actually believe.
Relax. I mean, because like Isaiah Pacheco is like fine. Like the Chiefs.
Gainwell.
The Chiefs.
Boston Scott.
Well, that's the thing. The ground game for the Chiefs is just like not there. So it's like, I would like to see Boston Scott rush for like 1 million. You know what I mean? Like I'd love to watch that. Love to watch Kenneth do his thing. Would love to see a little Kenneth action. Secondary giant killer, but no, I feel less confident about leading rusher than I am leading receiver because I do think Travis Kelce is going to be the leading receiver, like
for yards and touchdowns and catches, all of it.
Yeah, for all of it.
Ooh, so he's going to be cooking Kaiser White, or because I feel like they're going to put Gardner Johnson on Travis Kelce, don't you think?
If they here's the thing though, he's so big, like he's so big. So like even if he's not, like obviously yards after contact is a stat that I love so much. But like when you're that powerful, you can just kind of like extend your body and keep it moving.
They got to do the box in one situation. If you can cut off Travis Kelce, you pretty much you're shutting.
You kill their offense. You absolutely destroy their offense.
So they got to get Gardner Johnson manned up on him with some zone behind it. Like the
Yes.
boxing one in basketball where you run your
Yes.
zone, but then have the guy trail the guy everywhere he goes, you go. I think that's it with it. I think that's the road. If in your scenario, Travis Kelce's going off 15 catches, buck 80, 3 touchdowns. I don't know if the Eagles can win this game.
That's my fear. Is just that like he is so much. I mean, he is one of the best people playing football right now. Like
top 5.
Position. Yeah, he's a top 5 player. Period. Any position.
Including quarterback who touches the ball every play.
No, I know. And that's what I'm saying. Like, that's why I'm like, there's no way, and no one has figured out. It's like when you watch a guy in basketball and you're like, oh, they can't guard him. Like, he's pretty much unguardable. Like,
he is.
If you put your best defensive effort forward on him, he's still going to make plays happen because he's that kind of player.
And you can check the receipts on it. One of the first episodes on this podcast way back in the day where this is like when Carson Wentz was still actually a good quarterback.
Whoa!
When we ranked the top receivers, right? And I think I put Kelce at like number 3 at that time, and I was including him in the receivers. He's just so far and away better than everybody. I mean,
yeah. Like the better
you being scared of him is more rational than just irrational.
No, like I'm more concerned about what he can do than anything Mahomes would do, anything their defense can do. Like, truthfully, I am more concerned about like that one person than I am the entire Chiefs team. Truthfully.
Wow. Yeah, that's a lot to think about.
Especially when you're playing against your brother in a historic situation that has been hyped up with your parents in attendance. Like, it is not, you're also playing for family pride at this point. Like, you're also not just playing to win a ring. You're playing for bragging rights over your sibling.
Wow.
And you know what that can do. You know what that can do.
Yes, absolutely.
Bragging rights
superhuman. Yeah.
Bragging rights over your sibling
means everything.
Everything. Like, there are still things that I'm holding
with all love at the same time, but I'm going to kick your ass at wherever we're doing.
Yes, 1,000%, because that's what you have to do. Because that's the mindset. If you want to be a winner, you want to kick your sibling's ass.
Period.
Period is right. Like,
first team to 10, Alexa. You said the Eagles would punch it in first, but first team to 10.
I think that might be Chiefs.
Okay. All right. When it's all said and done, what's the score?
God. Because we have already had like our 38-7 moment 5 years apart to the day. I don't think we're going to get a 41-33. However, I do think we could get like a 37-34. Like, I think this is going to be a shootout, and I think it's going to be close. I think we're going to be biting our nails during this one.
Yeah. And for good reason. It'll be a hell of an accomplishment. I mean, I like I said earlier, in all seriousness, it's been a great episode, Alexa. But should the Eagles lose, unless they get their asses kicked, I don't think there's any downside, any shame in this. But I just feel like the Eagles have to play down. They have to have a bad game. I think across the board, yeah, they have Mahomes and Chris Jones and Travis Kelce, but then if you look at like everywhere else across the board, there's huge mismatches, and a lot of their guys have to play out of their minds. Like, you need Kelce to just go slam off in this one. You need Mahomes to go off. You need Chris Jones to go off. You don't really need Bradbury to go off, or Slay to go off, or Graham to go off, or Sweat, just stay steady. Get your 1.5 sacks.
Get your 1.5. That's all you need. I would like to see Hassan Reddick play out of his mind, because I just think he deserves it. I just think that, like, because people are still being like, oh, people are still underrated. I think he's so underrated. And I just think that, Temple made
it's time for that to end.
Yeah. I just want to, I want to have like a bow on this season for him, with a ring.
Absolutely.
And with like
absolutely
an out of control game. Just like get to Mahomes, don't kill Mahomes. Don't kill Mahomes. Don't kill the man. Throw him in the ground a couple times.
Yes.
I want to see that. We all
make him feel like he's playing football. That's what we're saying. Don't intentionally, do anything dirty or to intentionally hurt him.
Don't
but
do what the Giants
make his body hurt.
Don't do what the 49ers were doing at the end of the NFC Championship game.
That was so trash. That was
trash. I don't want to hear that Philly isn't classy ever again. I don't want to hear that anymore.
And then it's so soft because Trent Williams didn't slam Brandon Graham or Fletcher Cox like they Kayvon Wallace. Like, come on, you gonna hit a DB like that? Like, come on, that's corny. Y'all are corny. Enough on them. Those guys who aren't playing football anymore. Alexa, thank you so much for coming on. It's a great time, and I give you crap, but you're speaking to a lot of what people are feeling out here. You're saying Birds 37, Chiefs 34, Travis Kelce damn near Super Bowl MVP, huh? Probably.
I would listen. I would really like it not to happen like that, but dude, you're gonna have to play out of your mind. I mean, the stakes are so high for the two of them.
I think I'm going to change mine, and I've stuck with this for a couple of days now. I'm surprised because these things always move. In my mind, it's Eagles 34, Chiefs 24. Chiefs get close down, but Gardner Johnson steals an interception and steals away a touchdown. That's a crucial play and keeps the Eagles with a comfortable lead that we continue to bite our nails, but we have a little bit more cushion than what 37-34. I don't know. There might be legit heart attacks if there's 37-34.
I mean, I'm fully ready. I have my emergency anxiety medication ready for this one.
You need it. We all need it. But thank you so much for coming on. What can we look forward to? Say for the Indianapolis Colts hire their next head coach. Where can we watch it?
They're gonna hire a coach. Who knows who it's gonna be? Might be Shane Steichen. Could be cool to see. At this point, I feel like they're just trading coaches in Philly and Indy at this point. The Philadelphia Eagles to Indianapolis
pipeline
is strong right now, which just makes me laugh. It's just very funny to me.
It is.
I'm trying to think. March Madness is coming up, which I'm super excited about. Purdue's number 1 in the country. Indiana's slowly rising. And the Indiana women number 2 in the nation, which is going to be, I just went to probably.
I didn't know that. Very cool.
Yes. The Indiana women, they just kicked Iowa in the groin with Caitlin Clark, who is the heel of college women's basketball at this point, is how I like to describe her.
Draymond Green, kind of.
Yeah, she's
a better Draymond.
Yeah, but she's so good, but it plays out of her mind. But she is just she's unlikable and whatever happens.
Kobe.
What?
Kind of like Kobe.
Kind of. I do think she's a mama girl, so I will give her that. But yeah, no, it's been a lot of fun. I'm watching a lot of great basketball. So yeah.
Cool. Well, thank you so much for coming on.
Follow along for your Big Ten basketball updates.
Alexa Ross TV, but she also some of us who do the sound stuff also get to have her on. Just watch stuff. You'll see Alexa's blowing up. Thank you so much for coming on. Appreciate it.
Thanks for having me.